Alright, lad, good to see you. Wow. So, the thumbnail is not exactly as it seems, okay? You could say, oh, clickbait, whatever. Listen to me very carefully. There's a immense value behind this, but what you are thinking, due to what you've seen in the thumbnail, is not what the video is actually about, so listen in. When I say, I'll get you a man who can do both, in quotations, as if the girls are saying that, you must have the capability of badness inside of you. You must be, Jordan Peterson says this quote, I'm probably going to butcher it. You can tell when I've said, you can tell I'm going to butcher it. Be dangerous, but have it under control, right? Something like that, okay? Basically, it's better to be a warrior in a garden than it is to be a gardener in a war. That kind of thing. It's like, you must understand, as a man especially, you must have the capability of badness. You must have this killer instinct inside of you to hurt people if needed, okay? But then have it under control. Then learn how to control that aggression. Now, we all have aggression inside of us as men, whether it's through past trauma, whatever, whether it's just through the testosterone. We've all got this level of anger, of aggression that can come out sometimes if you really push the right buttons. Now, a lot of young men do not have their emotions in control at all. A lot of young men will cry if they feel sad. A lot of young men will lash out and punch things if they get angry. They have no emotional intelligence whatsoever, and this just comes from exposure. Emotional intelligence comes through you exposing your emotions. And it's the same with fear. A lot of young guys will see an attractive girl, they'll feel fear, and they won't understand how to harness that fear and use it to their advantage. Rather, they'll just sit in a corner and cower away. They'll be frozen by fear. So they have no emotional intelligence, and I don't want this to be you. Maybe some of your emotions are more in check than others. Maybe fear's the big one for you. Maybe it's your anger issues, whatever. Anger was a big one for me. It was never anything else. It was always anger. I could always control my tears. I could always control my sadness. I could always control my fear. It was anger. I used to get angry and punch stuff. I used to just punch my wall. There's still a massive hole in my wall where I used to punch it when I was younger. I'm 21 years old now, and I used to do that when I was like 16, 17, no emotional intelligence whatsoever. So you must acknowledge that, yeah, you've got demons. You've got demons inside of you, okay? And they're good. That's a good thing. Do not allow anyone, or the modern day especially, to tell you that, it's toxic to be like that. It's toxic masculinity to have aggression, to have these demons inside of you. No, it's not. Absolutely no, it's not. Because as a man, you need it. Because otherwise, what are you going to do when you're walking down the street with your little sister, your little brother, and you are the protector and provider of those two at that moment in time? You're walking down the street, you're the older brother, whatever. You've got to protect these people. Someone tries to rob you. Someone lays a finger on your sister or something. What are you going to do if you don't have that aggression? If you're a feminine man with no level of testosterone, no aggression, no ounce of capability in terms of being a bad man for a second. You need that. I know for a fact that I've got it, and anyone that knows me knows that I fucking got it because I've witnessed it, right? In less less necessary circumstances, let's say. Obviously you need to learn to control it. You don't want to let it out in the wrong times because it's a waste of aggression. It's a waste of energy. I used to let it out, like I said, punching walls. I used to get angry and just punch my wall, and there's literally a hole I could show you. You might have seen it in some of the videos, actually, if you're an OG, where I used to literally just dig the fucking wall in. Like, I used to get so angry, and it's only through realizing, I used to read these military books, so these books about special forces soldiers in war in the army. And, they talked about emotional intelligence. And obviously when you're in the battlefield, it's easy for your demons to get out of control. It's easy for that aggression, for that anger to get out of control. You've just witnessed your mate get his fucking head blown off. You're going to be fucking fuming. You're going to have a cocktail of emotions, right? You have to learn to control it. Because if you just go all guns blazing over the top, you're going to get yourself killed. So emotional intelligence, that's where I learned that from. I learned it from, the military and stuff like that. And I applied it to my life. Instead of allowing my anger to come out in times where I didn't need it, I realised, right, if I'm walking down the street and someone tries to attack my baby sister or something, bro, you better know that I have that capability of badness. And I know for a fact I've got it. I've got that. I genuinely could. And I'm not saying this like, look how cool I am, look how hard I am. I know for a fact I've got that killer instinct inside me. I know for a fact I've got that aggression. I've got those demons that I can call upon, and I know how to call upon them. Yeah? So you must understand this, and it comes through exposure. Do things that make you feel angry, and then take a deep breath and control that same anger. Do things that make you feel scared, and learn how to control the fear and use it as fuel rather than allowing it to work against you and freeze you, so to speak, right? Your emotions can either work for you or against you. You must make sure they're on the same team as you. Yeah, because again, like I said, we'll use the same example. If you're being attacked on the street, you need to be a man that is a fucking bad man at that point. You need to absolutely neutralize the threat, put him down, make sure he doesn't get up again, crush him. 48 laws of power, crush your enemy totally. You've got to fucking hurt that man so badly and he's probably a grown man, so badly that he can't get up again. To the point where you might have fucking killed him. You've got to do that. If he's attacking your family, you have to understand that, yes, you as a man can do that to protect the people you love. What else are you going to do? Oh, well, toxic masculinity, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to run away and call the police. Don't worry. Leave it, bro. Leave it. Don't worry. I'm going to call the police. The fuck? No. You better... Nah, if you're with me, bruv, you know for a fact you're protected. Everyone that's in my company feels safe with me because they know what I'm capable of. And I know what I'm capable of, and that's a necessity for you as a man. The best compliment you can get from a girl is, I feel safe with you. This is why the bad boys, this is why criminals, this is why these kind of, thugs, these kind of guys are never short of women. Because women feel safe around them, right? Because they have that capability of badness. They showcase it every single day, right? Obviously, as a normal functioning human in society, you're not a rogue, you're not a criminal, hopefully. You don't want to do anything illegal, that's fine, and I respect that. And I don't either. Why would you want to go down that path? It's stupid, it's asinine, right? So instead, you must learn to control it and only call upon those demons when you need them. So when I say get a man that can do both, you must become that man that can do both. You must become that man that has that dark side and that, respectful, gentleman, caring, loving side to him. You must have both, and because if you don't, if you tone down on one of them, then you're not going to be very successful in some certain situations. I promise you now. If I came and attacked you on the street, what are you going to do about it? If you have no level of aggression inside you, what the fuck are you going to do? You can't muster up the courage needed, because anger kills fear. And in that situation, you're going to be scared. If someone's attacking your family out of nowhere, fucking hell, what's going on? Fight or flight kicks in, the fear kicks in, adrenaline kicks in. You must have a level of anger to combat the fear in order to get the job done and fucking take the guy down. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's why anger is a necessity, it's needed. A lot of guys waste their anger. Oh, for fuck's sake, they just go around swearing all the time, or road rage, or they go punch a wall like I used to do. Or they'll just do it in stupid ways. What the fuck are you getting out of that? There's no positive outcome. So, learn to be emotionally intelligent by exposing yourself to situations that make you feel this emotion in a healthy way. So, for example, boxing. I go to boxing, and before I start hitting the bag, I'll think of a thing that makes me angry. And that's very hard for me, because I'm a very stoic and spiritual individual now, especially. I've kind of gone the opposite way. I'm all peace and love, bro. But obviously, I've still got those demons inside me. They're still fucking there. And if I think hard enough, I can make myself angry at any point. And then I call upon that emotion and I'll use it. I'll use the anger. I'll use the fuel. Oh, my girlfriend did this to me back in the day. I'll use something like that, brother, and then I'll just punch the fuck out of the bag. It gives you extra energy. It gives you extra motivation. It's very, very powerful. Learn to control it. Fear, same. Learn to control fear. Put yourself in a situation, obviously not dangerous, or maybe it can be semi-dangerous if you know what you're doing. I used to do this all the time. I used to walk purposely. I used to try and balance on the rocks on the river down here, right? There's a river near me, and I used to balance purposely really, really close to the edge, so that if I fell, I would have fell into the river, right? I did it on purpose because it put some fear inside of me. I used to wait, and I know this is stupid. I'm not telling you guys to do this at all. Please don't take this advice, right? It's not good advice. But I used to do this because I'm quite a daredevil. I'm quite, nothing really phases me anyway. So for me to feel fear, it needs to be something that's quite, rah. So I used to wait until, when I was crossing the road, I used to wait until the car was so close to the point where it was like a near miss. And then I used to run. I'd be like, all right, let's go. Because that made me feel fear. It's like, yes, that's what I want. I want to feel that emotion. Now, obviously, you don't have to do it to that extreme. Do it in a safe, controlled environment. Don't be stupid like me. But, just feel those emotions and then learn how to, in that present moment where you're fucking, your head's going, you're fuming, all the emotions are kicked into gear, your body's adrenaline's, flying through the roof, whatever. Learn how to control it all down again. Cold showers are really good for this. Get in a cold shower, boom, it hits you, cortisol kicks in, stress kicks in, fight or flight kicks in. Deep breath, don't even make any noise. Deep breath, maintain a good posture, because when you're in the cold shower, a lot of times you naturally just cower away. Oh, the water's really cold. Good posture, hold yourself up like that. Deep breath, deep belly breathing, control yourself. Yeah, practice that on a day-to-day basis. Do something every single day that makes you feel angry, scared, sad, whatever it is, and just learn how to control those emotions. I love feeling sad because it's so rare for me to feel like I need to cry. So when I do, I'm like, finally, it's that feeling again. I can either control it, I can either harness it, or I can just let it out. And again, I'm not saying that men should be emotionless. I'm saying you should learn how to feel the emotion and decide in the present moment whether or not you need that. Do you need fear right now? No, because you're sat in your house, you're thinking about something in the future. You don't need the fear. It's fuel. It gets your body kicked into gear, it gets your body hyper-stimulated. If you don't need it yet, control it. Sadness. Are you in a position where, it's smart to let your emotions out? You're walking in a shopping mall with your girlfriend. If you just start crying, you're going to make yourself a target. The fuck is this pussy boy? Let me go and batter him, rob his shit, and take his girl. That's what some guys are going to think like. But he's crying, he's a grown man crying. You have to learn to control it. It's not toxic masculinity. It's about being a fucking man. What are you? It's just genuinely, it's the realities of the world. If you walk around and you feel sad today and you start crying, but you're in the middle of public, you're making yourself a target. Don't do that to yourself. So learn how to control that sadness. When you get home or you get in the shower when you get back, cool, then you can let it out. I'm not saying don't cry. I cry. Absolutely I cry. I like crying. It's a good emotional dump. But I know when to cry. When I'm in the shower all by myself, yeah, I'll let a good cry out. I'll have a fucking good cry if I need to for whatever reason. If I'm walking with my girl or a girl that I'm with through the shopping mall and I need to fucking cry for whatever reason, no, you better not. You're not going to see me crying in public. I'm a grown fucking man. Control yourself. Get a grip of yourself. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's the basis of it. You must have the capability of doing both. Not only for attractiveness for women, because women just, bro, they're attracted to that masculine emotional intelligence, that masculine side to you of like, yeah, I feel safe with this guy. I know for a fact he can protect me if it comes down to it. So yeah, get girls. If any girls are watching this, get you a man that has that dark side to him and he's acknowledged it and he knows how to control it. Because believe me, in the bedroom, especially for the men watching this, bro, use that dark side in the bedroom. She'll fucking love it. All right, thank me later. And you know, the other side of it is the loving, the caring, the respectful, the gentleman side. You balance those two out. You are literally the perfect man. What more could a woman want from you? Understood? So, learn how to control your emotions. Learn how to be emotionally intelligent. Expose yourself to an emotion on a daily basis. And just get to know yourself. You understand, I know I feel sad. This is a trigger of mine. I know I feel sad when I listen to this song. Or I know I feel sad when I do this. Or you just learn about yourself and it gives you more confidence, right? Because that negativity can't be used against you. You're bulletproof to it. Because you know yourself in your 100% entirety. The good, the bad, the weaknesses, whatever. Understood what I'm saying? Excuse me. Cool. So coaching's down below if you want to learn more about any topic in general. Anything you're struggling with when you wake up in the morning, come and talk to me and I'll save your life. Hour is all you need. 60 minutes of your time will literally, I guarantee you now, that's the guarantee that I'm giving you. You'll go from a negative mindset, struggling with something, and it will click and you'll just know exactly what to do. And then you can move forward, you can get momentum, and you can succeed at the things you want to succeed at. Life becomes easy when you get momentum and you surround yourself with positive energy. What a better man to do that than myself, right? I'll see you there. I look forward to meeting you, bro. Look after yourself. Stay safe. And I'll see you soon. Bye.